It was a bitterly cold December evening in Washington, D.C., where snowflakes swirled through the air like tiny dancers before settling onto the icy sidewalks below. The city was alive with holiday cheer, festive lights strung across streets, carolers singing in parks and families bustling about their last-minute Christmas preparations. But amidst the warmth of the season, there were those who felt forgotten by the world. Barron Trump, now 19 years old, walked briskly down Pennsylvania Avenue, bundled in a dark wool coat and scarf. He had just left a small cafe after grabbing a cup of hot chocolate, intending to head home to spend the evening quietly reflecting on the year ahead. Despite growing up in the public eye, Barron preferred these solitary moments, away from cameras and crowds, where he could simply exist as himself. As he turned onto a quieter street lined with historic brick buildings, something caught his attention. A side figure huddled under a thin blanket near the entrance of a closed bookstore. It was a homeless man, his face weathered by time and hardship, sitting silently against the wall. His breath formed faint clouds in the freezing air, and his hands trembled slightly as he clutched a worn Bible to his chest. Curiosity stirred within Barron. Something about the man's presence, the way he held the Bible close despite his obvious suffering, piqued Barron's interest. Instead of walking past as many might have done, Barron slowed his pace and approached cautiously. "Are you okay?" Barron asked gently, his voice soft enough not to startle the man. The homeless man looked up, startled at first, then relaxed when he saw Barron's kind expression. "I'm all right, son," he replied, his voice gravelly but warm. "Just trying to stay warm tonight." Barron noticed the Bible in the man's hands. "Do you read that often?" he asked, nodding toward the book. The man smiled faintly, running his fingers over the worn cover. "Every day, it keeps me going. There's a verse I keep coming back to, Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." He chuckled softly. "Guess I remind myself of that when things get tough." Barron listened intently, struck by the man's words. Here was someone who had lost nearly everything yet still found solace in faith. It was humbling. Without hesitation, Barron reached into his pocket and pulled out a $20 bill. "Here," he said, offering it to the man. "Please take this. Get yourself something warm to eat." The man hesitated, shaking his head. No, I can't accept that. You've already done enough just by stopping to talk." But Barron insisted. "Please, it's Christmas soon. Let me help." When the man finally accepted the money, Barron added, "And if you're ever near my neighborhood, stop by the local shelter. They're always looking for volunteers, and people like you deserve care." Tears welled up in the man's eyes. "Thank you, son. God bless you." Before leaving, Barron knelt beside him and placed a hand on his shoulder. "God bless you too," he said sincerely. "Keep holding on to your faith. It's clear you're stronger than most." Unbeknownst to Barron, a passerby had captured the moment on their phone, a young man showing genuine kindness to someone society often overlooks. Within hours, the clip went viral, sparking conversations about empathy, generosity, and the true meaning of Christmas. Inspired by Barron's gesture, members of the community rallied together to organize a drive for the homeless. Local churches opened their doors to provide meals and shelter. Businesses donated supplies, and volunteers poured in to assist those in need. The homeless man from that night became a symbol of resilience, sharing his story during church services and encouraging others to trust in God's plan, even in the darkest times. For Barron, the experience reinforced his belief in the importance of treating everyone with dignity and respect. Though he rarely sought recognition, he understood the impact of leading by example. His simple act of kindness reminded countless viewers that no matter who we are or where we come from, we all share the responsibility to uplift one another. Weeks later, Barron received a letter from the homeless man thanking him once again for his compassion. Enclosed was a bookmark with Psalm 34:18 written on it. "The Lord is close to the broken-hearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Barron kept the bookmark tucked inside his own Bible, a reminder of the connection he'd made that snowy night. It wasn't fame or fortune that defined him. It was the moments when he chose to see the humanity in others and extend a helping hand. In the end, the story wasn't just about Barron or the homeless man. It was about the power of faith, kindness, and community to transform lives. And sometimes all it takes is one act of love to restore hope in a weary world.